In this video, I'm going to show you 3 great language learning features in Google Gemini that I use and I've used in multiple languages. First of all, how Google Gemini can generate a reading text for me, but with the audio, and that's super useful. Then how I can take that text and build flashcards around it so that I can study the vocabulary. And then finally, how I can check if I really understand the text by generating a comprehension quiz that Google Gemini will give me feedback on my performance, and all of this in the free tool. Really hope you like the video. Let's get started. So the first thing, of course, is that we'll need Google Gemini. So come over here, it's in your apps, click on the right hand side and click on Google Gemini. Now these days I use this a lot for learning Polish. That's the language that I'm currently studying. I'm going to do an example in English, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some instructions here on the text that I want Google Gemini to write for me. Okay, so you can see I've written, can you write a text about fasting and what the benefits are of not eating so frequently each day? Can the text be in English for students of level B1? In English, can the text be around 300 words? I've kept it quite basic. I've put those instructions in and I'm going to click on this button here, and I'm hoping now it's going to generate the text for me. Now, once you've got that text ready, just scroll to the bottom. I'm going to show you one way of getting the audio, but then I'm going to show you a much better and free way that is very powerful. But first of all, if you come to the bottom, notice here that you do have the option to listen. So let's just give that a quick try. So if we click on that button, it's going to generate the audio. You can see it on the right here.
The power of fasting. Why eating less often can be good for you. Have you ever wondered what happens to your body when you do not eat for a few hours? Many people eat 3 big meals and a lot of snacks every day. However, a growing number of people are trying fasting.
Now that's a great feature in Google Gemini. So you've got listening and reading, but now I'm going to show you something even more powerful. Okay, now we've got our text and audio, but we're limited really by what accents we've got when using Google Gemini. But did you realize you can take that text and open up just a very simple app? You paste in the text into the app, you choose the accent, whether you want Australian English or English or American English, choose a voice, and then it will generate the audio, which you can then download. This way you could have that reading material in any accent. Now the brilliant thing about this technology is it works in multiple languages, including Polish, so it's very useful for me. There's lots of different voices and it's completely free. You don't even need to sign in. So let's look at this technology, and please don't forget, if you're finding the video useful, please click on the like button and think about subscribing. Okay, now a couple of things that I've learned. It's much better to actually just copy by using the mouse and copying the text, rather than clicking on this button. It seems to copy it in a slightly different way, and you'll see in a minute why. Because if I come over to lovevoice.com, so this is the brilliant website that I was talking about, I'm not even going to sign in. Notice it says here 3,000 characters. I'm going to paste in those characters, which is fine, okay? And then I'm going to scroll underneath, and then I'm going to choose my accent. So let's say we want an English accent, and let's say we want a nice, let's use Sonia. And now what it's going to do is going to generate the audio to go with that text. We just click on this button here. Okay, and the audio's ready. Let's just listen to it.
The power of fasting. Why eating less often can be good for you. Have you ever wondered what happens to your body when you do not eat for a...
Now I really love that, and the fact that you can click on this button here and actually download that as an audio file. So that means you've got it then on your computer if you want to, perhaps if you're a teacher and you want to use it in the classroom. Another little tip is it is actually possible to click here and to change the speed and slow it down. So if you want the delivery at a slower pace, then you've got that option. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually produce this in multiple accents. So we've got it in English and we've already downloaded it. We could choose another accent, say Australian, and let's listen to Natasha. So let's just generate that. Verify that it's human, give it a few seconds to do the generation. It's generally quite quick. Now, the brilliant thing about this technology is that it's actually in multiple languages. Look at all those English accents, and we've got Spanish, and then obviously in the more popular languages, there are lots more accents. Okay, but remember, when you choose a particular accent, you can then choose from a variety of different voices. And for me, this is very useful because it has Polish, which I make really good use of. Okay, I really like that tool. Something else you can do with that tool is just write in a series of words that you want to practice the pronunciation. It read them all out to you. That can be really good if you want to mimic and copy a certain accent or practice the pronunciation or listen to where the stress is. Very, very useful. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you that once you've got that text and you've got the audio, you can also generate, for example, flashcards. And there's a couple of really useful tricks when you're doing that. And I'm going to show you now exactly how they work. One quick thing, if you do want to follow my work, and I have about 10,000 people now signed up to a newsletter. If you sign up to a newsletter, you get updated when I put out new videos on YouTube, but we also do lots of webinars and mini training courses, and they're often for free. And I'll put the QR code. Also, if you sign up to the newsletter, then you will get at the beginning a kind of short mini course where I highlight some of the most common or popular YouTube videos on my channel. This is useful for both language teachers and language students. Right, let's move on. So what we're going to look at now is generating some flashcards, because obviously you've got the reading, but what you really want to do now, or in fact you can even do it before you do the reading, is study the vocabulary. Okay, so what I've said is, can you extract 10 useful phrases in English at level B1, and can you translate them into Spanish, and translate them into French or Polish or Russian or whatever? I'm imagining that I'm a Spanish speaker and that I'm learning English. Of course, this could be in other languages. It doesn't have to be in English. You could have made a story in French or Spanish. But anyway, so the first thing I'm doing is going to get those 10 useful phrases. So I'm going to press here, and it's going to generate those 10 phrases for me. And now, if I look through and I'm happy with them, okay, yeah, they look pretty good. Yeah, nice, nice. Now, I'm going to say then, can you turn these phrases into a set of flashcards? Okay, that's what I'm going to write in. And now I'm going to press on this button here, and I'm hoping that from that list it's going to generate a set of flashcards for me. And notice what it does is really good. This has vastly improved recently, is it generates the cards here, okay? And I can click on one side and I can click over on the other and get the version. So I've got here a growing number of people, creciente número de personas, okay, in Spanish. I can move to the next one and say, okay, stop food for a certain period of time, deja de comer en un periodo, or something like that in Spanish, deja de comer durante un cierto periodo de tiempo, okay? And also I want you to notice that you can listen to the audio. So I could click here. And
stop food for a certain period of time.
Okay, really useful. This has been a recent addition, this adding the audio, and I find this so useful. Now, there's a couple of other features about this I just want to point out. So if you was a teacher and you wanted to share these flashcards, perhaps tell the students to study the vocabulary before the next lesson because you're going to do the listening or the reading in class, then you could click on this button here, and it's going to generate a link, share that link, and the students will be able to access those flashcards even if they don't have an account. Okay, I hope you're finding the video useful. What we're going to do now then is look at generating a quiz. We've already done flashcards, and that would be good preparation material for doing the reading or doing the listening. But what we want to do now is check that we understand. So we're going to ask for multiple choice comprehension questions, generate them, and then quickly work through them. Now, whenever I do the training, people sometimes get a bit confused. Russell, where's the reading? Okay, well, see what happens is the flashcards are generated here on the side and the main content is still here. So all you need to do is close down the flashcards, okay? Then you come back into the main window. And what we're going to do now is write some instructions to generate a multiple choice quiz. So I've written in my instructions, can you generate a multiple choice quiz based on the reading? Can you focus on making sure my students understand the information? I want 6 questions. I suppose I should put a question mark there and also one here. Okay. And then I'm just going to click on this button here and hopefully it's going to generate that multiple choice quiz. Now that multiple choice quiz will work in the same way. It's going to shift the information over to the left hand side and the quiz, as you can see, immediately has become available. And you'll see that it's kind of generating the quiz as I'm now talking to you, and it's done 6 questions. Now let's just quickly go for it. Based on the text, what is the best definition of fasting? I'm going to click on this one here. Okay. Now, obviously, because of the nature of the text I've done, the questions some of them you could even guess without necessarily reading the text. It's something you have to think about when you're doing a story. It generally works better. What is one immediate benefit of fasting for the digestive system? I'm going to say that it burns more sugar. And hopefully I've got that wrong, actually. Look, so it's now telling me that the answer is it gives your organs a break. Okay, brilliant. Now, again, if you're a teacher and you want to share this with your students, you would click on this button here. Your students do not need to have a Google account. They will be able to access the link anyway. So copy that link and share it with your students and they could do this quiz. It doesn't keep a record of what they've done. Again, it's just to help them. Okay, really hope you found that video useful. I did recently do a video about using Gemini Notebook for language learning. It's proved really popular. I think I've already had 25,000 views on the video in about the first 4 or 5 days. And if you want to watch that video, I'll put that on the screen. You can watch that and I'll also put it in the description below. Thank you very much. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc. Then sign up to the newsletter, and if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students, and you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.